Grid lines are these lines across, which are actually quite useful to see, okay, is that over the grid line or under the line? That's just under the grid line, so that's under 800. If you turn these off, you don't really know if that's under or over 800, so I would keep grid lines on. The legend is crucial, of course, because this is this thing here. Although, if you have data tables, you've got the same info twice, because you've got this down here. You've got London as blue, New York as orange, and Los Angeles as grey. So strictly, you don't need it. I just think it's usually helpful to have, because people are always referring to it. We know what colour's this, and you could probably yeah, you can change it. You can change the shape of it and so on. So all these things you can play around with. This is the shadow. I mean, this is basically, if you want to change the type, you just select it and then click. Oh, you see here it's got chart design, which is a new section at the top of your menu bar. And here you've got lots of different options. Like, this is sort of what we were just doing. You can have more control over the like the grid lines. You can primary, major, horizontal. So you see you've got vertical lines which separate the month, and you have horizontal, so that could be quite useful. And so you have major and minor. So you see the major ones separate 200,000 units. If you have minor as well, split that into 5. So for every 40, so this one is 800, then there's a line at 840, and then at 880. And you see the major lines are a dark colour than the minor lines. So I find it very useful to have both minor and major. I normally don't have the vertical ones. It's sort of obvious by the way these are grouped. Really, the only thing you'd probably need to muck about with here is the grid lines. What I would do, I would add the minor grid lines, because you can drag other things like that. So let's have a look at some of these other ones. I don't like that one. That one gives me a headache. You see, you can stack. You can actually add a graphic image to stack if you want to. I like the colouring of this. I don't like those numbers, but you can delete the numbers. So add chart. These are called data labels. So you can just click none, and there you go. So that's done the orange ones. So you can change it for all series there, and then add chart element, delete the data label. I think that looks very nice. Unfortunately, if you printed it off, it might use a lot of ink and it might not look so nice printed off, but it's great if you're doing a presentation with a projector or something. These are very nice. That dark one would be really nice for a presentation. And if you click that thing at the bottom, you have even more choices. So that's how to do this sort of bar chart. Let's go back to chart design.